Have you, like me, been wondering if LED masks are actually worth it? Are they going to help you up your skincare game? I'm 45, I love skincare, and I do want to look more youthful, have better skin, yada yada yada. But LED masks are really expensive, aren't they? And there's so much out there that you don't know is marketing fluff. So in this video, I want to explain what the science is, who it might be worth it for, who it's probably not worth it for, and I've been gifted one, ta-da, by CurrentBody. I'm already excited by the box. But this isn't a promotional video. They haven't paid me to make this video. I do have an affiliate code to share with you at the end, so we can get a discount. But I just want to share with you the truth, and so you know whether or not it's worth splashing your cash on. All right, let's go and unbox it and find out a bit more. I'm very excited to open this, but before I do, I just thought I'd say that actually LED lights didn't start as a beauty thing. It's been used actually in dermatology and clinical settings for years for things like acne and inflammation and even wound healing, because the idea is that the different wavelengths of light do affect how the skin cells behave. The basic idea is that the light kind of gives the cells an energy signal so that they can actually function more efficiently. But most of the research we have comes from these kind of clinical grade devices. So there's a lot we need to think about there, but some of these really good quality at-home LED masks now do have some pretty good science, which I'll get into a little bit more. But now let's have a look. Ooh. Oh, look at all those LEDs. Wow, it's really nice and flexible and very light. Oh, and this is great because it clips onto your clothes. And this, oh, that's great. It's got a nose bit and a chin bit. I mean, I am 45, as I've said, do like to worry about the chin. What do you think? Is there any way of wearing this and not looking ridiculous? Has anyone managed that? But I am impressed already how nice and flexible it is, and also means it's really easy just to take with you, portable wherever you're going. And I've got some goggle pieces that can fit inside to protect the eyes. So far, so good. Let me tell you a bit more about the wavelengths. So most at-home LED masks do focus on red light and near infrared light, like this one does. So the red light is kind of surface level. It can help with the kind of fine lines and the texture. And the near infrared light goes deeper. So that's really important for things like inflammation and skin repair. So really we're thinking about the skin looking calmer, kind of more even, and maybe a bit brighter. I've got a bit of perioral dermatitis, so I'm hoping that is going to improve. People also ask me about different colours you can get, LED masks of things like green and blue, all sorts of different colours. Now, there is some evidence that the blue light can be helpful for acne and helping with inflammation, but actually the evidence isn't good at all. So to be honest, if like me, you're kind of fighting aging and you want your skin generally to look better, then it's the red light and the near infrared light that's important. So that's the sciencey bit, but I'm super excited to use this. I'm going to go away for a few weeks, use it, come back and let you know what I think. Okay, now quite a few weeks have passed, so I'm going to tell you what my experience has been, why it doesn't work for everyone, what I think of the CurrentBody LED one, how you should actually use them, and my ultimate recommendation. Okay, so I think it's been about 6 weeks now, and I've been using it regularly. And I am genuinely really pleased with it, actually. So I am fussy. I love skincare. I'm busy. I've got 3 kids, 2 dogs, and a husband who works their way a lot. I don't even have time for like facials and stuff like that. Maybe you do that. I never do that. I just don't have time. So it has to be something quick and easy that I know works. And this ticks those boxes for me. So it's got a 10-minute timer. So after the bath or shower, I lay on my bed, close my eyes, put a podcast on usually, and just listen. And that is so nice. It's like forced, like relaxing time. Like my kids and my husband, no, it can't bother you. And I think my skin looks good. I'm really pleased with it, actually. It's not like a transformation, but I mean, I generally look after my skin anyway. But I think my perioral dermatitis, so I had like redness and itching around my nose, that's improved. I haven't had any kind of breakouts, like perimenopausal kind of breakouts or inflammation. My skin's been well behaved. So I'm putting that down to the mask. So my recommendation, definitely good. So why doesn't it work for everyone? I think that comes down to 3 reasons. Firstly, I think it's expectation. So like I said, it isn't going to be like a dramatic kind of before and after. So perhaps if you've got too high expectations, you might be disappointed. Secondly, I think it's down to consistency, because this will not work if it's in your bedroom drawer. It won't work, and I know that's tempting. And so you've got to use it. I'll come on to how often in a moment. And then thirdly, I think if you've just got a bad, maybe a cheap LED mask that doesn't work very well. So if you're not getting the right wavelengths, then it's not going to do the job. So maybe they're the reasons why some people think it doesn't work. Okay, so how often should you use it? Well, the clinical studies and the clinical protocols are all based on using it just a few times a week. So between kind of 3 to 5 times a week. I probably manage about 4 times a week, so that's about right. You know, sometimes you fall asleep on the sofa and you come to bed and you can't be bothered. I'm sure we all do that. But that's fine. So you don't have to do it every day. And doing it more doesn't mean better. So don't try and do it kind of twice a day or something like that. You're more likely to do some damage rather than you don't get any kind of bonus skin points. Okay, and what about this actual LED mask from CurrentBody? Now, I was gifted this, but they didn't tell me what to say, or I didn't have an agreement to promise that I would say good things. So what I'm saying is my honest actual thoughts. I do think this is a really good option. If you're going to buy an LED mask, I think this is a great one. They've got really robust science and evidence. I know they test each individual LED to make sure it's got the right wavelength. It's got so many LEDs for a really good face coverage. And like I mentioned before, I love the fact that it's got the chin as well. So I think this is a great one to buy, and they did give me an affiliate code, which is Dr. Sophie GP. So that gets you 10% off if you want to buy one and want to use that code, but no pressure. Okay, so really important to make sure you're using it properly. The key thing for this, it has to be clean, dry skin. So no moisturiser or serum on your skin or anything before that. Certainly no retinoid. Not only because you need to make sure the LED can get through to the skin where it needs to be, but also it could risk kind of burning your skin. So clean, dry skin without anything on it. That's really important. People did ask me if I'm also using a retinoid at the same time as using it, as in like I am, but I make sure I put it on after. So I just do my regular skincare routine after I've used my LED mask. In fact, I use Skin and Me. Let me know if you want a different video all about my retinol, if you're more interested in that. Okay, so ultimate recommendation. This is an add-on. If you can afford an LED mask, I think it's a really nice thing to include in your skincare regimen. But imagine it like a bit like a pyramid. So at the bottom, you've got to be doing the basics. You've got to be wearing an SPF every day, cleansing well, eating plenty of protein, staying really well hydrated, avoiding too much sunshine. Those things are the most important things you can do to have good skin and not too many wrinkles and not too many dark spots. So if you're not doing that and then you're just trying to add an LED mask on top, it won't work. So you've got to get the foundation right, and then things like this are a nice add-on. And so yes, I think if you can afford it and you're interested in great skin, I think an LED mask is a brilliant thing to include. And it's that forced relaxation that probably loads of us need. So my ultimate recommendation is yes, it's a thumbs up from me. I'm very skeptical about skincare and wellness claims and beauty claims, but this is one I think is sound. So yes, go ahead, give it a try. Let me know if you've got any questions or queries in the comments. Have you tried it? Did you like it? What do you think? I hope you found that useful, and do subscribe, like, have a look at my other videos, and I'll see you next time.